wasn't a resolution, but more of a proclamation that we do show support for peace in the Middle East. And I think that next year, those kind of issues will be cleared up with the new proclamation and resolution process.
Thank you. The same question for the Pirate Committee. I'm sorry, I keep calling you that. The Pirate Party.
We are a committee.
What are your thoughts on SGA passing a resolution to support Israel?
I agree with Mr. McCulloch. It was a nice gesture. It was a nice gesture, and but I believe there's a place and time for these things, and it's not student government. I believe that student government should be all about student issues. What good does it do us passing a resolution in support of Israel and peace? I mean, it is a nice gesture, and of course we're all for world peace and peace in there. But I believe also we've got, I've got a Middle Eastern student on our ticket. And the first thing I did after that is I went and talked to him. I said, hey, how do you feel about this? And he said that he felt it was one-sided. It talked about peace with Israel and nothing to do with peace in Palestine. We need, if there was a proclamation or resolution written, it need to be written in just support of peace and not just Israel. Thank you.
I would like to continue that by saying, although student government is the place perhaps for student politics, it is not the place for world politics. What next? Perhaps you can submit the exact same resolution, but use the words Taiwan or Tibet and replace Middle East Palestine with another country. I mean, it is world politics that has nothing to do with student issues, and it should stay by the students. I would say that it's not the place. Now in the future, speaking of the Constitution reform in the past, there's something new called a proclamation, and perhaps that will be the time for something as a resolution passed in the back. But I would like to mention I was the only governor that abstained because I felt it was not the place for student government to decide. Thank you.
The next question will be for the Pirate Party. How will you gain students' opinions outside of student organizations?
You can start. You start. It's fine.
Listen. I think it's pretty simple. Just listen to the student's voice. As a representative of student government, students come up to you all the time, and taking that time to just listen. Listen, pass it on, bring them with you. Get them involved in student government. If they're that passionate about it, let them have a committee and head up the committee. And as far as, I don't agree with just outside student organizations. Student organizations are some of the best leaders and the people that get stuff done here on campus. Both Greek organization, all student organizations, those are the leaders of the campus. Those are the people that we should be reaching out to and listening to their opinion. The everyday student has the same exact rights, I guess, as well. I don't really understand the question, I guess, but just listen.
We currently already have the Speak Up events. I would say take it up a step further because what we mentioned earlier, when Chris says listen, Speak Ups are fine, but like I said, we shouldn't act as the middleman. Let's have a shout out session instead of just a Speak Up. We'll have Speak Ups every month. Why not? We'll continue. That's a great program. But let's also have a shout out in which we bring administrators to these students who might not be in an organization and have them go above our heads. That's fine. They should. We are pretty much equals whether you're in an organization or not, whether you're in student government or not. Every student has the same voice. We just happen to have a title, and that's about the only reason why student government exists. We have the title, but every student is equal. So we'll have shout-outs, and we listen and we get them involved. I'm proud to be I think I might be the only governor with a quote-unquote freshman intern, and she's not involved in any other student organization until after this year. Now she's a member of WAR, just so there's a transition period of where students can get involved and bridge through. Thank you.
And we have the same question for Ian and Molly. How will you gain students' opinions from outside student organizations?
Thank you, Anita. I agree with Chris. As student representatives, our job is to listen. But we're going to go one step further. We're going to go to the students. Like Ian said, if you have a problem with the PRT, why sit in the SGA office and wait for someone to come to you to talk about the PRT? They probably can't get there anyways. So go to the PRT. Go stand there and talk to them. When they get off and say, how was that? What problems do you have? Or you're still waiting here? What can we do? How can we help you? People have problems with fan behavior. Go stand in line at a basketball game and talk to people and say, what are your recommendations? How can we fix this? How can we be there for you? We're going to listen to each and every student on campus and any concerns that they have at meetings and in the SGA office. But our primary concern is getting out there and talking to students who aren't in student organizations or who are in student organizations and going directly to them and asking them, what can we do for you? How can we serve you? We are your representatives. You elected us. Now we are here to help you.
Just on another note, you know, at the same time, we want to push these students to get involved with student organizations. Obviously, we want to seek out the opinions of all students, but as a university that has a problem with retention rate, I think one of the best ways to curb that problem is by getting students involved and engaged. And if they know that their student government cares about them and cares about their opinion, then I think you'll see a great deal of turnaround in that retention problem that we're having. So we want to go and talk to everyone, not just the people that are involved in student orgs, but at the same time we want to push those people towards those student organizations because it's a great way to keep students in Morgantown.
Thank you. As a follow-up to that question, and this is to Ian and Molly, 1 in 5 freshmen are on probation at the end of the first semester at WVU. What is SGA's role in improving the retention of freshmen?
I set myself up for this one, I guess. Well, like I said, get involved. Get involved on campus. You know, there's two different types of freshmen, I feel like. The freshman who is sitting in his dorm room playing on addictivegames.com or playing Xbox. And then there's that freshman who's excited to be in a new environment, an environment that's brimming with change and fresh ideas and people from all over the country and the globe. And those people are getting involved in different organizations and really getting involved in anything. It doesn't have to be a student organization. I mean, it can be going out and playing Frisbee on Thursday nights. But really, the most important thing that we as student government can do is to make sure that those student organizations are highlighted. And one of our governors, Governor Jason Bailey, is very, very passionate about student organization awareness. He met with Paul Cass last night. Actually, I was with him when he met with him. And he's going to continue the Student Organization Awareness Week, which he started this year. And he's also got several other ideas to highlight the benefits of being in a student organization and the benefits of getting involved on campus, because that's what's going to keep students in school here.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Molly? Go ahead.
All right. Well, I was thinking one thing at the beginning of the year. I remember this year, student government went to the freshman dorms, and we helped freshmen move in. We wore our SGA shirts, and people looked at us and they said, "Oh, you're student government. How can we get involved? When can we be there?" I think in the very first day, why not have every single student organization on campus in their T-shirts helping students move in? Because that was such a great showing for us. You know, get people involved. Another great way of getting people involved is doing community service. You know, on campus, getting involved in the student organization and doing community service. And Governor Jamie Chapman is also working with student organizations and community service with Molly Wilson, something that can keep students involved. If they feel like they're contributing to this university, to this campus, and to this town, they're going to want to stay here, and they're going to want to improve it.